right, and welcome everyone to Phoenixville Library. I'm Mark Pinto, Director of Adult Services, and if you were with us a few months ago on Zoom for her talk on kitchen design, you might recognize our special guest speaker tonight. We're pleased to have with us the celebrated interior designer Liz Walton. She's recognized as the go-to luxury designer and trusted project advisor to high-profile professional families in the Philadelphia area. And she lives right here nearby Valley Forge Mountain near Phoenixville. So please give a warm welcome now to Liz Walton.
Thank you all for being here. I know you could be in 30 other places, so I really appreciate you all coming here. So tonight we're going to talk about beautiful bathrooms, designing for a new era. I have been doing this for almost 20 years, so kitchens and bathrooms are what I do all day long. I design them, I do project management for them, oversee installations, so I know bathrooms inside and out. There is a lot to cover. I was talking to my team earlier. I think bathrooms are even more complicated than kitchens, so I'm going to go over the most important topics. But I hope you all have questions, so I'm going to get through this as quickly and as thoroughly as I can, and then I really want to answer your questions. First off, who is here because they're renovating or thinking about renovating a bathroom? Thank you. Great. Okay, good. Great, we'll get started. So this is me. We have been published a lot, and a lot of it is for our kitchens and baths. So I've been in this space a long time, like I said, so I think at this point I would consider myself an expert. Learning objectives today. Pre-planning considerations, making the best use of space. This can be very difficult in bathrooms. Choosing the right materials, proper lighting. Lighting is key in bathrooms, and we see a lot of really bad lighting, and it's not something that can easily be fixed after. Common mistakes, pro tips and tricks, and the future of bathrooms. Pre-planning consideration. So it sounds like a lot of you are in this space right now, and I tell all of my clients, this is where you should spend the most time. You should spend the most time planning, asking a lot of questions, exploring, researching, getting bids before you ever do anything. Don't swing a hammer until you have everything figured out. And in this market, in this environment, I wouldn't even swing a hammer until all of your materials are in. With my clients, we don't start a project until the last piece of hardware is on site. Otherwise, your project will never get done, and your contractor will never come back. He's not going to come back to hang 2 rope hooks. He's not going to come back to install a toilet paper holder. It's not going to happen. They're too busy. So these are things that you should be asking yourself and actively doing. Analyze your current workspace. What works? And I'm sure most of you know what doesn't work. Inspiring images. So go on Pinterest, Houzz. I am still a big magazine person. I like to flip through paper, rip things out. Just figure out what you want your bathroom to look like. That's a big part of it, right? Budget. Bathrooms are very expensive. They're like sneaky small spaces, and the totals just keep adding up. And people say, why are bathrooms so expensive? Because there's a lot of labor. There's tile installation, there's plumbing, there's electrical. It's intricate work. There's just a ton of labor, and all of that cost adds up very quickly. Plumbing fixture needs. This is all over the map, so we're going to talk about this. Do you need, do you want a bidet? Do you want multiple shower heads? How many sinks do you have? Do you need a handheld? Do you want steam? These are all things that you need to think about before you start purchasing materials. This is a really good point. Use of space, one person or dual. If you have a large bathroom like this one shown here, it easily accommodates 2 people, and that's how they plan to use it at the same time. They're busy professionals. The woman has her space, her husband has his space. Not all bathrooms are this large. So you need to think about, are you going to be in there together, or is this going to be singular use? And then tub, shower, steam, oh my, the sky is the limit with bathrooms. Assessing bathroom needs. Okay, so I was talking to some of you before, thinking about renovating your bathroom. Are you just doing a rip and replace where you're just taking everything up, the tile, you're kind of redoing everything but putting it back in the same place? It's going to be your most cost-effective solution. Or is your layout terrible and it all needs to go and it all needs to be reconfigured? So that's a really big thing to think about. Function first. At my firm, we are driven function first. We can make anything look pretty, but it has to work. You have to have a place for your towels, your toothbrush, your hair dryer. Doors can't be swinging into toilets. I put this bathroom up here. This was a huge renovation. This bathroom was probably over $200,000 that we did. This is their master, and this is their bathroom. We're in pre-planning stages. And in pre-planning, the door hits the toilet. It's not a big deal when it's on paper because we can just reverse the door swing. But when that gets installed, now you have to replace the door. That's a $700 fix. We can avoid that when it's on paper, not when it's installed. Fantasy versus reality. I have a lot of people that come to me and they have freestanding tubs and steam shower and saunas, but their bathroom is the size of this table. So we have to be realistic of what we can fit in this space. And also our budget. Budget is, everything has to be driven by budget. Flow determines zones, so how you like to move in a bathroom, what your needs are. Storage and tech. So like I said, we need places for towels, toothbrushes, toilet paper, cleaning products, anything that you like to keep in your bathroom. I have other people that say, I like to get dressed in the bathroom. I need a place for some of my clothes. So all of those things have to be taken in consideration in the planning stages. Tech. Are you going to have an outlet for your hair dryer, for your toothbrush? You don't just want one outlet in the bathroom because that doesn't really serve anymore. People have so much tech. Medicine cabinets can plug in your toothbrush, you can plug in your phone. So these are all things to think about and consider. So bathroom design, we just talked about this. So this is a great plan. This is a big bathroom, but it shows you kind of what the potential of a bathroom space is. So this is their bedroom area, and really the thought behind this was we want to enter one way and come out the other. So if she's in here and her husband's following, there's a really nice flow. They're busy, so this is a 9-foot-long shower. It has double shower heads. This one has steam, aromatherapy, and lights. A water closet is a nice to have. Some people say this has saved my marriage to have a water closet. Closets, they needed storage. This house was tight on storage, so we put built-in closets, his and hers. This was another closet, and then double sinks. Freestanding tub comes in front of the window. All of our clearances are hugely important. So I've got 52¼ inches. That means 2 people can be in there walking past each other with enough space. 48 inches is comfortable, 52 is great. And then here, these clearances, these are all important. I've got at least 36 inches there. The doors aren't obstructing anything, so this design works. So if you are doing your bathroom or you have a designer or a contractor, the devil is in the details. Everything's got to be drawn because like I said, I can't hammer this in enough. Anything can be changed on paper. It all has to be decided ahead of time. You don't ever want to gut your bathroom and say, okay, what are we going to do now? Because your contractor's going to hate that too. So dimensions. Center lines, these are important because when your electrician gets in, he's going to ask you where these things go and you're going to say, oh, I didn't think about that. I don't know. What's the center line of your sink? Where's the center line of your tub? You want niches? Where do they go? How big are they? How deep are they? This is detailing everything out for cabinetry. So these are all little details that when they go on the job site, so like for us, we make a binder. All of the drawings go in the binder. They live on the job. So the contractor, if I'm not there, he could just flip through the pages and he says, oh, I know how big to make that shower niche. I know exactly where the handheld and the shower heads are going. And then you get this. So you do all the planning up front, and then it all comes to fruition. So here we're going to talk about materials. These are large format tiles. This is a big bathroom. Those are 24 inches wide they're 2 feet by 4 feet long. Inside of the shower, because of slip, you have to have something small. So nothing larger than a 2 by 2 should go in a shower. Otherwise, you're really increasing your risk of slippage. So these are little mosaic pebble tiles. They feel great on your feet, and you're not going to slip and fall. You see the multiple shower heads. You've got rain heads, handhelds. There's a lot going on in there. So bathroom standards. This is really kind of where it all starts, and this is how we start all of our designs. So this is hugely important. Plan a clear floor space of 30 inches from the front edge of all fixtures. So remember I had just showed you we had a walkway of 52 inches. Minimum really is 30 inches. Now if you have a teeny tiny bathroom, sometimes it can't be avoided. You've got to put it where it goes. This is a nice healthy space, 30 inches. The distance from the center of the sink to the side wall or tall obstacle should be at least 20 inches. I've had people say, I don't need 20 inches. You can make it 9. But think about when you go to wash your face or brush your teeth, now your elbow is hitting the wall every single time. So these things have been thought of. The toilet should be centered 16 to 18 inches from a sidewall, and the toilet seat should be 15 inches to 19 inches from the floor. So the center lines are really important. We try to keep toilets in their existing location. That is the most expensive thing to move. It's connected to a lot of other things in the house. Most toilets these days are comfort height, so they're going to be that kind of like 18, 19 inch height. Toilets are really fancy now. You can get the wall hung, they have heated seats, they have lights. The minimum space for a water closet. So we get a lot of requests for water closets. Not all bathrooms can allow for them, but they are great. 36 inches wide by 66 inches deep. I will tell you though, 36 inches wide is tight. It feels pretty narrow. So that's your minimum, 66. So that gives you enough room to sit, knees, you're not banging into anything. Notice outswinging door, a 32 inch door. 32 inches can accommodate a wheelchair, God forbid. Toilet paper holder. This is something silly, but I wanted to include it because we get asked this a lot. Oh, where should my toilet paper holder be? 8 to 12 inches in front of the edge of the toilet bowl, 26 inches above the floor. All GFCI receptacles should be located at electrical points of use. So anything electrical in the bathroom needs to be a GFCI. You can just put a regular outlet in there because you could electrocute yourself. We are putting more and more outlets in the bathrooms. This is something you have to plan for ahead of time. It's almost impossible to do it later. This is something your contractor should know, but if you're not really sure or if you're doing it yourself, the wall area above a tub or shower should be covered in a waterproof material at least 3 inches above the shower head. Typically, we're wrapping most of the walls in the bathroom with a gypsum board because there's so much moisture in a bathroom. Shower control should be accessible from both inside and outside of the shower spray. So notice here how this control is offset. The reason is you can just reach in and turn it on. You don't have to get in the spray. If you're in a wheelchair, you can still turn on the water. It should be located between 38 and 48 inches above the floor. So kind of think like door handle height, counter height. Code requirement, minimum interior shower is 30 by 30. This is tiny. This is a really tiny shower. But if you're doing even additional bathroom, or I've had people that want to add a bathroom in their basement, Minimum is 30 by 30. You can get these shower stalls, you can get them at Lowe's, you can get them at Home Depot. They're sizes that are already available. Okay, materials. So bathrooms, so many materials. I mean, this is a whole nother seminar. But the majors are tile, countertops, flooring, plumbing fixtures, and cabinetry. So, you have to have tile on the floor. You could have vinyl plank flooring. That's inexpensive. It's also waterproof. That's a great option. But you should not have hardwood floors. I've had arguments with people. I always win. You should not have a hardwood floor in a bathroom with a shower. It's not a good idea. It's going to warp. It's not going to last. Tile can be really inexpensive. We get a lot of our tile at Floor and Decor. They have a great selection, and you're not going to spend a fortune. It's in, I guess it's Devon. I can never tell if it's like on the edge of Devon or Wayne. Their prices are phenomenal. They have a great selection, but you can still make your bathroom look really expensive. Countertops. For tile, love porcelain tile. Porcelain and ceramic, what's the difference? With porcelain, the color goes all the way through the tile, so if you chip the tile, it's still the same color underneath. Whereas with ceramic, if it chips, you're going to see that kind of clay color. Porcelain also lasts forever. Countertops, we do a lot of quartz countertops. It's a very popular material. You can still do granite. I couldn't even tell you the last time we did granite in a bathroom. Quartz is a man-made material. It's really hard. It's super easy to clean. You can put nail polish remover on it and it's still going to be shiny, unlike granite or marble. Marble is beautiful. We do a lot of marble. It has to be sealed. It's softer. Ladies, don't have your nail polish around it. Flooring. So like we said, the vinyl plank or porcelain tile. Wall tile, so here we have these mosaics. This is actually natural stone. That can actually be put on the floor of a shower also. Large format is very popular if you have a big space, less grout lines. So there's a lot of options with tile. Plumbing fixtures, you're going to have faucet, shower head, diverter. Plumbing fixtures is like, again, lots of options. You could have a rain head. I don't love a rain head as a main shower head. We'll see that. There's not a lot of pressure. Feels great. Men tend to love rain heads. But I still think you need a main shower head coming from the wall. Cabinetry. So assess your cabinetry needs. You don't have to spend a fortune on cabinetry. You can get cabinetry from any big box store, but of course, you can have it tailor-made to whatever you want to fit your needs. These are reliable materials that we use constantly. So subway tile on the walls. A lot of people are sick of subway tile. It can be laid in different patterns. It can be herringbone. It can be vertical. It can be brick bond. It can be stacked. It can also look great if you change the grout color. So grout is a really inexpensive way to really up the wow factor instead of doing white. Floor and Decor has my favorite subway tile because I think it's like 19 cents a tile, whereas at Home Depot or Lowe's, it's 99 cents a tile, which seems silly, but when you're buying a lot, it adds up. I mean, I think I did a whole kitchen in this subway tile from Floor and Decor for like $23. Porcelain floor tile, so porcelain's great, it's gonna last forever, comes in all different shapes and sizes. Penny tiles for shower floors. I love penny tiles, they look great, they feel good on your feet, inexpensive, lots of different colors, and you're not going to slip. You can also use penny tile throughout your entire bathroom floor. It's kind of a retro look, but they look really, really pretty. We've actually used penny tiles on walls also. Quartz countertops. This one looks kind of like a soapstone. Again, we love quartz. That's our go-to for countertops. The Kohler Caxton sink. I don't know if we've ever used another sink. This is a great price point. Little things that matter. it's sloped. A lot of these sinks have hard lines, so they don't drain as well. This is a moderate size, so it's not enormous. I don't know why you need an enormous sink. I don't think people are washing their kids in their bathroom sinks anymore. That sink we've been using for probably 15 years. The Kohler Purist faucet, this is another great workhorse for us. Comes in multiple different finishes. This is in chrome. Something to think about with materials, all faucets, all plumbing fixtures come in chrome. Chrome is your best price point. Everything else gets exponentially expensive. Chrome has a blue undertone, shiny. Polished nickel has more of a warm undertone, so it's often confused with chrome, but when you put them side by side, polished nickel is warmer. Black, very expensive, also shows a lot of watermarks. Brass is very popular, also much more expensive. Roburn medicine cabinets. These are expensive, but I think they are worth the spend because you get a lot of storage. These are a big bang for your buck. They're also made locally. All of their medicine cabinets are named after local towns. They have a Bryn Mawr, they have a Villanova. This particular model, it lifts up. The inside of it is mirror. I mean, you can get a basic medicine cabinet. They also have, I think, integrated televisions. They have defogging, makeup mirrors, lots of outlets. It's crazy. American Standard toilet. These have been around forever. They work. They just work. They're a good price point. We love them. I don't know why it took toilet manufacturers however many years to come up with this, but I don't know if you can see here. If you've ever cleaned a toilet, this is now flush. So you don't have to clean around all of the pipes. Why it took them this long to come up with that, I don't know. But this is now where toilets are going. Thank God. Spa essentials. So home spas are huge. I think every bathroom we're doing now is some sort of spa. We're doing a sauna in a bathroom. So these are upgrades. They are going to exponentially increase the price of your bathroom. A steam and aromatherapy shower, you're talking about $6,000 to $10,000 add. You also need space for the unit for the steam and the essential oils to go in. But they're great. People love them. They have a lot of health benefits. Soaking tubs, this is my favorite. This is an MTI soaking tub. It's porcelain, it's matte. You clean it with magic eraser. You can draw on it with black marker and erase it. It cleans and it's very comfortable and ergonomic. That tub's $7,000. Plus you need the tub filler. Multiple shower heads. So here we're talking about, this is the bathroom from earlier, so we have 2 shower heads, a handheld, and the rain head. A lot of people like a handheld for cleaning purposes. It's also nice if you're aging in place, God forbid, you have a stool, somebody can use the handheld. So we highly recommend the handheld. It's just, to me, that's not even a luxury anymore. It's almost like a safety thing. I was once in a hotel that only had a rain head, and I swore that a man designed it because I couldn't even wash my hair. So ladies, they feel great, but there's no pressure because it's supposed to imitate raindrops. Lighting. You can go through all of this trouble and have bad lighting, and that would be terrible. So lighting considerations. If you have a window in your bathroom, that's great. If you can add a window, add a window. If not, these are some things we have to talk about. Vanity, lighting, wall sconces, recessed lighting, LED medicine cabinets. So there's lots of different ways. Here we did sconces in between the mirrors. You can do it overhead. You should have multiple points of lighting at your sink. They also have, like this medicine cabinet, a lot of the mirrors now come with the LED light. You can change the temperature, so you can get it exactly the way that you like it. And by temperature, I mean The shower, you should have light in your shower. My sister does not have a light in her shower, and when I say her house, it's, I don't know what a soap is, it's very dark in there. I keep telling her, you need to get a light in here. So you should have a wet location recessed light. That's easy. And some of those wet location lights also double as fans. So they're going to exhaust as well. Showers, you can have mood lighting, like I said, with the aromatherapy, and you can have changing lights. It can be like a disco in there. Under cabinet lighting is great. We do a lot of toe kick lighting in our cabinets because it's a nice night light, honestly. If you're up in the middle of the night, you can just leave that on, and if it's on a dimmer, it's just a really nice glow. Decorative sconces, chandelier over the tub, or as a centerpiece in the space. So here we have a chandelier over the tub, and then all of these little red dots are recessed lights. Got switching over here. Different examples of lighting. So again, these are just those mirrors. These are not crazy expensive, but the lighting is really nice, and then it's even, you don't have to wire for anything additional. This is an over the sink wall sconce. We had a weird angle to deal with, so the sconce goes above the sink. We always switch our sconces separately. And then sconces on either side of the mirror in that example. It's a good one. Common mistakes. Poor ventilation. We've heard this from a lot of people. Client, we were doing their kitchen and they had just renovated their bathroom and it's beautiful, but they didn't know to ask and their contractor omitted it, and they don't have a fan. They don't have an exhaust fan in there, and they have a major moisture problem in their brand new bathroom. So, poor ventilation is something that's really easy to plan for. Panasonic has a great fan. You can get it at Lowe's or Home Depot. It's quiet and it does its job. Tight walkways and door clearances. We don't want this to happen. This is avoidable. Planning for outlets. Like I said earlier, outlets are something very easily to add when the electrician is there and all the walls are opened up. So really stand in that space and think, where would I love an outlet? Really hard to do after the fact. Lack of storage. A lot of bathrooms now are really clean and sleek. We looked at one, a client showed us, and it was this big marble, beautiful marble vanity. Well, I said, well, where are you putting your stuff? There's no drawers, there's no, I hadn't thought of that. So make sure that you have, things can be really pretty, but they gotta work. The throne. We try not to put the toilet on display. So in this space, we completely reconfigured this. We were able to fit in a water closet and a sink. This is like the goal. It's so nice to have, especially if somebody's ever sick. You've got a sink right inside of the water closet. We try and tuck it behind walls. You can even build a half wall. We just don't want to open the door and see the toilet. Bad lighting. So we just talked about bad lighting. There's no excuse for it really if you're renovating. And inaccurate measurements. This is huge. So whoever is doing your bathroom, measure 3 times, cut once. Make sure you have enough tile and allow for 15 to 20% of waste. So buy more than you need. If you are buying from Floor & Decor, you can buy double. They take it back. They take back whatever you want. I've had tile for years. I just took it back. Center lines are huge. The last thing that we want is they go to install the sink and your center line is off. And now your cabinets don't work. So measurements are huge. And showers are very complicated. There's a lot of materials that go with showers. Shower doors, your shower door has to be tempered and it should swing out. Showers are a whole nother presentation. Because God forbid somebody fell in the shower, you need to be able to pull the door open to get them out. These are my pro tips. Use every square inch. Think notched cabinet drawers. So here, this was a tiny little powder room, but we notched all of these drawers around the plumbing. She was able to store a lot of stuff in them. Wall niches, 3 inches. You can fit a lot of stuff in 3 inches. So especially if you have a small space, we even like to notch a niche near the toilet if we can. You can store things in there. So get creative with where you can grab space from. Pocket doors are a great space saver, but they have to be planned for in advance. You can't have, let's see if I can. So here, we have a pocket door going this way. The client really wanted the pocket door to go over here, but I couldn't because of plumbing and electric. So your pocket door has to clear electrical wires. If you have wall thickness, you can have your electric on the same wall that your door is pocketing into, but it has to be packed out. It kind of has to be a double thick wall. So it's possible, you just have to have that space. Rain shower heads should be used as a supplement, not the main shower head. Curbless showers require a lot of engineering, so consult a professional. And by curbless, I mean, go back. They look great. You don't have to do that step over. It's also great for living in place, but we have to consider the slope of this pan. And also the size of your tile. You can't use large format tiles, so there's just a lot of engineering that goes into making it look that simple. My philosophy is the more simple it looks is the harder it is to do. Drawer outlets are great for toothbrushes, hair dryers, and must be planned for in advance. That's one thing that I've heard from a lot of people is like, if I could do it again, I'd put an outlet in my drawer. Other really nice things, nice to haves, are heated and heat floor. Fantastic. I think those are our big ones. The future of bathrooms. Tech is everywhere. I hate tech, but it's everywhere. So a lot of things are going to be controlled from our phones. You're going to be able to turn your shower on, your steam, turn it off. Did I leave the water running? Lights, it's like lights, camera, action. You can do pretty much anything from your phone these days. Home spa solutions, so I showed you the steam showers, the aromatherapy. These are here to stay. There's a lot of natural materials that are going to be used, so sustainable products. Teak floors, teak in the shower. Smart mirrors, so again, you can program things from your phone. They have mirrors now where there's TVs in there. You could your mirror can basically talk to you. It's crazy. Natural materials, light and bright, and easy to clean. So that's why we love quartz. That's why I love that cooler capstan sink, because there's no tight corners. You can just wipe it down. I do love a wall mount faucet because, again, I think it gets it out of the splash zone, but that has to be planned for well in advance. And that's it. That's me. So you can reach me. That is our Instagram handle and my website. Who has questions?
Well, one simple question. I thought people were getting away from medicine cabinets. And you talk about medicine cabinet, and I love my medicine cabinet. I cannot function without a medicine cabinet. So
No, I mean, people are getting away from them that have tons and tons and tons of space. But
okay.
they're nice to have and they're convenient. So I have a medicine cabinet. I would not give that up.
Do you have
for
to have
anyone.
them flush to the wall?
You recess them in the wall. It's 3 inches. You don't have to do, they fit in between studs. So I like a medicine cabinet. Other people, it's almost like what you have or what you don't have. If you don't have one, they want it. I think medicine cabinets have also come such a long way. They're not like dingy hinges and they're rusted. They look really nice now. We can also put them, like if my sink is here, a lot of times we'll recess them into the sidewall.
Sidewalk, yeah.
Yeah, so there's great space in them. Yeah.
For aging place, are you putting the grab bars in the bathroom now? Are people asking for that, or is it too?
So people ask for it. We don't naturally do it because they are big, they're bulky, and they require additional blocking. So we have had clients that one of the bathrooms is for parents or a special needs child, and we do the grab bars, but they have to be at certain locations and they require extra blocking in the walls. So that's something, when you're in the planning, like we do blocking drawings for our contractors because that can't fall off the wall.
What do you mean by blocking?
So extra wood, it's extra material. So if your studs are 16 inches on center, I'm gonna put probably a 9-inch piece of wood blocking that's at least 3/4 of an inch thick in between those studs, so that the grab bar is not just secure to the drywall. If it's just secure to the drywall, it's just gonna rip right out of the wall.
You just have to have it into a stud.
Say that again?
You have to have it into a stud.
Yes.
From the fix.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you have a stud wall, you can also just put it in vertical.
You can, but they're not, you have to have horizontal ones also.
Okay. What, so the bars are spaceboard, I guess it depends on how long they are, because your studs are 16-inch.
They're not all, that's why you need blocking, because they're not, a lot of the bars are 24 inches long.
Okay. you
So
have to go
they
beyond.
don't go stud to stud,
You have to
so
go
that's what
beyond.
that blocking is for.
Okay.
And even just the design of the bathroom, I mean, you'd be really lucky if you're hitting studs all the time.
Yeah.
So that's why we block. I mean, additional blocking is great, I even think for kids' bathrooms, because they're gonna rip everything off the wall. So anytime we're doing robe hooks or anything on the wall, I'm putting extra blocking in because it's not difficult and it's just gonna protect the wall.
So you mentioned measuring a few times. Who usually measures in a project like this?
So if I'm hired, I'm measuring.
Okay.
I
I'm
only
like,
trust.
I can't measure anything.
It's complicated. I mean, the measuring is complicated. I have to be honest. There's a lot. Bathrooms are so incredibly complicated. You have to know window heights and center lines, and are you measuring from the drywall or are you measuring from the rough? So
Okay.
there's just
So pick someone who will measure for you, that's what I.
yeah.
On the floor, there were two options. One was tile, the other one was vinyl floor.
Yes.
Which one is better of the two? Is the tile a better choice, a longer lasting choice than the vinyl?
I mean, I like tile in a bathroom. I think it's really easy to clean, and the vinyl is fine, but it does have a little bit more give.
Praxis more?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there like a subface underneath
It doesn't have to be. That's why I like tile.
For the mirrors in the bathroom, are they doing usually like one big mirror or two separate mirrors? Or are they framing them out for keeping them clean? Or what's the
D.
trend?
All of the above.
All the time, okay.
So it depends on the space. So this one, it's a powder room.
Okay.
So we did wallpaper. We did a beautiful mirror. This is the perfect example of kind of all of them. So these people, they really wanted this to look like a spa.
Okay.
Their existing bathroom had mirror, was wall to wall.
Mhm.
I don't want that anymore. So we did tile, which is gorgeous. It's a lot more expensive, but it's beautiful. We did the lip mirrors. This bathroom, we had this really funky dormer to deal with. So we mirrored the whole wall, which really enhanced the space and made it look a little bit bigger. This bathroom, we didn't really, doing full mirror just didn't even make sense. So There's really no right or wrong answer.
Are those two mirrors medicine cabinets or just mirrors
They're just mirrors.
with the lights?
Yeah. But a lot of these mirrors come as like Roburn. They have ones that function, but they're a lot more expensive. But the lighting on these is incredible. I mean, it's just even, like, it's like being at a hotel. They're really nice.
So if you get those, do you need the overhead light as well?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Is that lighting easy to replace?
These?
Yeah.
They're LEDs, so they're supposed to last for like 25 years.
Mm.
So you just need electric from behind them, and they plug into the wall, and that's it. So they also like,
Do they dim and stuff?
yeah,
Because they seem kind of like they might be bright.
they are. I mean, and we have a photo of them without the lights on. They were very particular about the temperature of the light. So they really like the bright, but these you can set the color, so they can be warmer, they can be cooler, and they really liked the lights above the sink because there's a tub, so the light above the sink was just kind of like an ambient light.
Do they have a remote, the light, the mirror? Look it up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, I know.
I just have a couple more questions.
Yeah.
Do you recommend dimmers on the light
Yes.
fixtures?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And then the TV, apart from the TVs in the, on the mirror, are people opting for an outlet for a wall-mounted TV?
So the outlets that are in the mirror, there has to be an outlet back there.
Outside of the mirror to a TV?
Outside of the mirror? No, it's all like within the mirror.
Yeah, but if you didn't go for that option, are people putting TVs on any of the other free
No.
walls? No. And then,
Well, at least not that I know of.
yeah.
Maybe after I
I
leave.
just thought if the mirror TV. And then heated towel rails.
Yes. Do a
Do
lot
a lot
of
of
those.
those?
So they
Okay.
those require electric. They also have ones that run off of hot water. So kind of depends on
What are the heated towel rails?
oh being at a spa. It's they're electric or hot water. It's like radiant heat on your floor. It's a towel rack. It's heated, so your towels are always warm. They also have towel warming drawers that you can
Oh, wow.
build into your cabinets. So when you get out of the shower, you get your nice warm towel out, and it's very, very nice.
I just have one more
Yeah.
question. The three tops, I missed the ones that you said, like marble, quartz, and porcelain. Which one is the easiest or maintenance free?
Oh, quartz. Quartz, yeah. Quartz is the easiest. We've done soapstone in bathrooms. I mean, it's all really kind of like, what is your tolerance for maintenance and pain? I have people, most of my clients want natural stone. They want marble, they love it. We are always going to present quartz first because it's virtually no maintenance.
No ceiling.
I mean, no. Marble is beautiful, but you can't really imitate natural stone. These quartz materials try, some of them get close. In my personal opinion, most of them look fake because they are fake. There's nothing wrong with that, so if you kind of want to try to get that look, quartz is the easiest. Soapstone is a living material. We just did one in a master bathroom, and she loves that it's getting spots and it's changing, and so it's really what you're after. But you can get natural, like in this bathroom, we did marble. We were gonna do quartz. It's all natural. They were very into the natural materials because it's softer. And it's just the two of them. They don't have little kids anymore. So
What is that flooring? Is that laminate flooring? Like
this is
that
tile.
tile?
It's hard. It's
That's
tile.
tile.
Yeah, it's tile that looks like wood plank.
Yeah.
Is that like look kind of going out? Like, I love that look with a tile that looks like wood plank.
It's not my favorite.
It's
It's not my favorite. This we did light enough, so I think it really worked. It's
So
not
is
my
it like
favorite.
trendy, do you think, than other 10 or 15 years, it's gonna really not be around.
I wouldn't do it. No. But I did this bathroom 5 years ago, so now I'm like, I'm over it, so. But it will always look pretty in here. Yeah.
And the pebbles, is that hard to clean when you, the pebble flooring?
No, you just kind of wash in between the pebbles. I have not, we've done a lot of pebbles and people haven't complained. And there's different kinds of pebbles. Tile, I'm telling you, tile's like a whole different. The pebbles in, yeah, this is porcelain. So these pebbles were more raised. She loved how it kind of massages the feet. But a lot of the pebbles are, they're completely flat. So the cleaning really isn't an issue. It's just, it's as flat as that tile. But they look great and they do feel really good on your feet. Budgets, what do you all think bathrooms cost?
Well, you said that scary number.
Yeah.
200,000 or something, I'm like, oh, help me out. I'm even.
But they, listen, they, that's different.
Does it depend if you're doing a remodeling or if you're just upgrading? I mean, it depends.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're
You're
kind of
remodeling,
doing it all, if you're
yeah.
remodeling,
If you're knocking walls down and you
Yeah.
have to re-pipe, everything costs money. You have to
Yeah.
run on you, but like, you know, we're not doing anything. I'm thinking an existing bathroom. We're gonna take out the fixtures and the things that are there and just upgrade it. So to me, I don't have to run any pipes. You know, I just need tiles and,
Yes.
you know, new bathtub.
yes, that's the most inexpensive
Yeah.
way.
So what would that cost us?
Like, I mean, that could still cost you 10,000.
Okay.
If you have a contractor do it, it's gonna be 25. Even for,
With a
I mean,
contractor, really.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a smallish type of bathroom, just keeping the toilet there, changing
I
the
haven't run into
countertop.
it for under.
Wow.
It's labor. It is so labor intensive. That's why I think most people wait to do their bathrooms until last because they're so expensive.
Is it good for resale value?
Yeah.
I mean, will it come back to you? You know how they usually
Portions
say-
of it will, absolutely, because I don't wanna spend my money renovating the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if somebody walks into your house and you have renovated bathrooms, great. It's one less project that they have to do. So with that in mind, if you're thinking of resale, you wanna stick with neutral colors. You wanna stick with whites, tans, light blues. Those are the colors that are gonna sell. You gotta stay
And
away
light
from.
blue is in that category.
Oh my gosh, people love like these sky blues. Yeah.
From like paint or even fix, like
You could do
cabinetry?
cabinets, yeah, but again, I wouldn't, if you're
Yeah.
thinking resale, I'm talking just like a paint color.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it neutral, just keep it neutral. Cause the last thing you wanna do if you're thinking of resale or even flipping, the last thing you wanna do is spend money for something that's now going to turn somebody off.
You mean my yellow mustard tub?
I mean, maybe that floats your boat. Not mine, but don't get specific, like subway tile. It's like, people are so sick of subway tile, but guess what? It's not offensive. It's easy to clean, it's inexpensive, so if this is not your forever bathroom, do subway tile. There's also, Corian is really starting to come back in showers, especially, because people want, we're actually doing one. They wanna squeegee the walls. And Corian has come a really long way. Like when I started out, we were using it as countertops, and then it completely died. And now Corian's coming back. It's really pretty. It's one slab. They template it. You don't have a seam. You can't get that with large format tiles. You can't get that with porcelain that looks like marble. So that's a great option for just a really clean
In the
look.
shower wall itself.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because you can just take a squeegee and
Is that what you have to do to clean all those, like, I'm looking at that
Yeah,
cleaning
but she's
for
not
that
cleaning
shower, and I'm
that.
like, okay, well, if it's 200,000, they've got the maids coming in
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah. But yeah, they're squeegeeing that glass and they're squeegeeing the walls.
Every
But
time you shower?
No, absolutely not. But she's having it cleaned once a week, so
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
She doesn't have to, yeah, it's gonna be.
she doesn't have to. Which I always think is funny when people say, well, cleaning. I said, you're not cleaning it. I'm not cleaning it, you're right. What if I am cleaning it?
What? For those who are not getting the $200,000.
I bring it up because I am cleaning, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. And they look at me like,
Yeah.
who's still cleaning their own bathroom? Where, okay, so this is that one, so you can't squeegee these little tiles. So this is like you're getting a rag and you're
Is
spraying.
that Corey inexpensive?
It's not inexpensive, I wouldn't say it's more than tile, but I think it's a great option to consider. I think you're gonna see more and more of it, because it's a really clean look.
It might be cheaper to put up with tiles, because you don't have as many pieces to put up.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yeah. We just kind of discovered it last summer, and the bathroom will start middle of May, so I'm really interested to see. It should be great. And she doesn't want lines, she doesn't want grout lines, she doesn't want to clean it, so I think it's great.
I have another question. The budget for master bathroom where you're replacing the bathtub, that's gonna be quite a lot more. You know where they used to have the big corner tubs?
Oh, so
And you're
this one
ripping it
had
out
the
and
huge
have a
tub in the
freestanding.
corner
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
deck.
Yeah.
This bathroom was $100,000.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Most of our bathrooms are 75, we can't get under 75.
Where's the biggest cost in that? I'm sorry, I'm.
Now, materials certainly drive. So they said they wanted to spend 75, but then they picked onyx mosaic tiles, marble countertops, the plank, the tub. I mean, it doesn't have to be $100,000, but when this is a big bathroom. There's a water closet in here. So a lot of it too is, it's just space. There's a lot of space. A small-ish bathroom, you're still gonna probably spend 40.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
one-
if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can do it for way less. You just have to have a lot of time, patience, and great measurements.
I just have one last question.
Yeah,
Promise is last.
yeah.
Are people doing decorative acts and tiles in the shower space?
Not as much. If we do them, we'll do them in the niche. I have so like here, we did these niches. This is drywall, so there's tile in these niches, but it's tile that we've already used in the bathroom. These people were not. There's one. So it really depends. We use the same tile. It's just a clean. I do like to use it though if we are going basic with subway tile. So if we're doing subway tile, but you still want to make your bathroom feel special, we do a niche or two, and that's where we're going to throw in some extra color and make it look a little bit more of your personality. That's a great place to do it. Did I scare you all away?
So do you, like, your particular business, do you have contractors you work with all the time? So if, like, someone wanted to start, because I'm thinking about, I'm overwhelmed, like, I can't design something.
Yeah.
So, like, how does that work? You go to a designer, and the designer recommends the contractor? Or do you get a contractor, and then, you know, I had a guy, he kind of did a design for me,
Yeah.
not your design.
Yeah.
Not that stuff.
Contractors aren't
But-
doing this.
No, yeah. So how does that work?
So it works all different ways. We are full service. So you're paying us a fee and I'm managing you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is
contractor.
everything. All the materials, everything. All you have to do is pick things out and pay the bills. We're gonna handle everything else. So we design it, you give us a budget, we're gonna tell you, no, you can't go to that section of the store. Just
Yeah.
can't go there.
And you would literally meet me at
Absolutely.
the decor.
We go everywhere, we pick it out, and we meet with you until you are 100% happy. You have to sign off on all the materials. Part of working with us is we're going to control your project, so if things aren't coming in and you wanna start, I'm not gonna let you start your project. I'm not gonna let you rip up your bathroom and have it ripped up for 6 months because we're waiting for your toilet to come in. So that's where I think consumers, now if we're just getting everything off the shelf, that's one thing. But when you start ordering these special items, you have to really be cognizant of lead times. Vendors, you're gonna have a really hard time having them call you back. Contractors too. Right now, contractors, they don't need the work. They don't need your project. There's so much work. So when you're working with us, I have the relationship with the contractor. They're going to answer my calls because I'm doing 5 other projects with them. That's not to say there aren't great contractors out there. I have people that are like, my guy Tony, he's been doing work for me for 20 years. Everybody should have a Tony, but not everybody does. So you have to really pack your patience in this environment until it calms down a little bit. If you're doing it yourself and I wish everybody had somebody in their family that can do this work, because it can be overwhelming, and bathrooms are really tricky. So, we have a lot of conversations about, where's the picture? Things that you don't ever want to have to think about. So, curbs, jams, and sills. What is that material? How thick is it? Who's providing it? Who's fabricating it? I don't know. Do you know? Your contractor's gonna ask you, and you're gonna say, what's a curb, a jam, and a sill? How's it being attached to the wall? Are you having a frameless shower glass door or framed? These are things that they're gonna ask you, and they're gonna want you to answer within 5 minutes because they're gonna run to the store and go get it. So, this is why I talk about, you gotta plan. All of the planning happens up front.
What's the lead time on the bathrooms at the moment?
Lead times for bathrooms?
Yeah,
Bathrooms are not
yeah.
nearly what kitchens are, but you're still, tubs, it really depends. If you're getting a pretty tub, some of these are 3-4 months. I think safely, if you're ordering materials, is probably 12 weeks. I love Floor and Decor because the tile's there. If they don't have it, their warehouse in DC usually has it, or their warehouse up in Boston. So, tile isn't terrible either unless you're getting something from Italy. That's never coming, so. Shower drains. Get a lot of questions about shower drains. Do you want a linear drain? This kind of drain, what does your plate cover look like? So, it's just a lot of little things in bathrooms. Switching, so you have to talk with your electrician about where you want switches, 2 ways, 3 ways, so. But the benefit is then you have a beautiful functional space.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, you're buying. Are there things to look out for if, say, you do want to have the bathroom of your dreams
Yep.
at some point
Yep.
in the future?
Things to look out for when you're buying? How do you mean?
Like if I'm buying a house
Oh, yeah,
and I'm eyeballing, maybe they don't have like the amazing bathroom that I would
but
like
maybe
them
it
to
could
have.
be.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Is you
Space.
mentioned- okay, like size of the room.
Space.
Okay.
Anything can be moved. If you have space, you can do anything. Yeah. Also, a trick if you're buying a house and maybe there's an extra bedroom, a lot of times the bathroom backs up to a closet from a bedroom. So if you don't need that closet, or there's another closet, you can expand, that's an instant 2 feet of space that you can now throw into your bathroom. So bedrooms technically need closets, so just be really considerate of what your storage needs are. But, yeah.
Okay. Liz, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.